assisting with thank you so much. I'll be assisting with today's coffee chat, which is STEM education to reduce inequalities in Brazil. Today we have with us some experts from Brazil Flying Labs, as well as their partners. And we have two very important speakers today who will be talking about the different activities, STEM activities in general, that they have been conducting in their communities, the different challenges that they're faced, the exciting opportunities that they've come across, as well as explore future opportunities with those who are here today. So please allow me to introduce Juliana Bobet. Juliana is the coordinator at Mirthalina Collective, which Women in Technology, which is an organization dedicated to enhancing the representation of women in science, particularly in STEM fields. And they do this through initiatives like computer courses, STEM workshops for girls, and while promoting while promoting inclusivity and diversity in the scientific community. Juliana has a PhD in theoretical physics, a master's degree in applied physics for medicine and biology, as well as a bachelor's degree in medical physics. She is currently a professor of applied mathematics at UFABC, which is a higher learning institute in Brazil. And her research primarily spans interdisciplinary fields, integrating physics, mathematics, computing, biology, and to investigate movement ecology. So she's here with us today, and she will be presenting on her collective, the organization that she works with. And we also have another expert joining us from Brazil Flying Labs, Diego, who is the coordinator and director of Brazil Flying Labs. Dr. Diego holds a PhD in electrical engineering with a master's in the same field. And his journey has started in electronics engineering in Peru in 1998. He has conducted several STEM activities, and his research focuses primarily on UAV modeling and controlling. And he's here with us as well, and he will be taking the lead and presenting to you the topic that we are here for today. Over to you, Diego.
Thank you, Amrita. Thank you for being here, guys. It's really nice to see all you here in the coffee chat. It is the first coffee chat organized by Brazil Flying Labs. I would also like to thank you, Amrita and Ken, for their support. The idea of this coffee chat is to have a conversation, informal conversation about our experience, STEM experience. We would like to learn about you, the projects you have done, the ideas you would like to do in the future, especially the partnerships the things we can do together, especially with the MENA collective. Well, first I would like to introduce you to the Brazilian Flying Labs, the Brazil Flying Labs team. Here in the screen we have from left to right, Chris and Alexandre. And these are our collaborators and also experts. And then we have Marcelo and I, which we are the coordinators, the Brazilian Flying Labs coordinators. We started operations we joined the network in November 2023. So we just started. We have a little bit of experience in STEM projects. Actually, Marcelo has a little bit more experience than myself. So, and we just started one project in this year with Brazil Flying Labs. Could you please, Amrita, move the presentation? Okay, well, here in this picture we have we see a group of students in the left side of the picture with a teacher. This is a group of students from a high school nearby the university. I'm at the moment in the university, in UFABC University. And these two guys here are students from the aerospace engineering course. And they are talking about how to build aircraft. They build aircraft for a national competition. And here we have some prototypes of the aircraft. And they are explaining how to build aircraft, what kind of material they use, what are the methods they use as well, and the software that they use. This is part of the project that it is ongoing. We are in the 4th session this week. And the students, they love these hand-on activities. So we can move on, please, Amrita. And I would like to start by just saying what is STEM education. As we all know, STEM stands for science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And the idea is to introduce these fields in the high school curricula. Why it is important? Because, could you please move on, Amrita? It's important because the idea of STEM is going beyond the transmission of knowledge, which usually happen in traditional schools, even in traditional universities. The idea is to improve the thinking skills, improving scientific literacy, and cultivate the next generation of pioneers and problem solvers. In this picture, we are in one of the labs here in the university. This group is another group from the same school. And we usually take them to the labs. So we show them some experiments. We explain them how to use the labs. And they usually love this kind of explanation, this hand-on explanation. This is also part of the STEM project we are developing right now. But actually, we feel that we need to learn more. And we know that with robotics has a lot of experience in STEM projects. Let me please read this slide. With robotics support flying labs to take the lead in providing youth, educators, and schools with relevant and demand-driven STEM training and programs. We would like to apply their experience to the projects we will develop this year. And the goal is to inspire and raise STEM awareness and support youth, particularly girls, and the journey to pursue STEM education and careers by enabling them to solve real-life problems through STEM fields. This is why also I invited Juliana, because she also works in STEM projects, as you already heard. Well, we will learn more about her experience. Please, Arita, could you please move to the next one? But also, Arita show us a course in Wii Robotics. This picture was taken from the Wii Robotics webpage. This course is called Introduction to Youth Training Using Aerial Drones and Terrestrial Robots. I found it quite amazing. The course, according to the website, aims to introduce multiple platforms which can be replaced into different programs to teach youth about problem solving through logical thinking in the real world. We would like to gather all the information and all the experience we can learn from you guys to improve our proposal here in the university. Could you please move on? Thank you. Oh, please, one back, please, Amrita. Yeah, the idea is to this course, participants will be able to learn from the experience of fellow facilitators and teachers from all over the globe, understand the best practices and lessons learned, and be able to organize their own joint activity in no time. This first activity from Brazil Flying Labs It's just a kind of pilot project. It's going pretty well, but we will have to improve them for the next session, for the next semester. Could you please, Amrita, move to the next one? Okay. We will also will learn a little bit more the Brazil Flying Lab STEM projects. As I mentioned, we just launched a first program, Python programming for beginners. This initiative targets high school students from the surroundings here in the university. And one more, please, Amrita. The idea is to demonstrate the practical applications of Python programming using Tello drones. This was an idea that came up recently, and we discovered that We Robotics has a lot of experience using Tello drones in STEM projects. So we will use these small drones in June with this group of students. We would love to hear from you guys how was your experience, maybe to have some tips from you, some ideas to help us improving our program. One more, please, Andrew. Okay, this is the idea that we will improve the second edition of this course in August. One more, please. And finally, we would like to introduce also Juliana. Juliana is from the Mina Collective. Their work is quite amazing as well. As Amrita mentioned, the Mina Collective seeks to increase the number of women graduating in STEM-related courses. The project stems from the collective need and aspiration of both students and educators to bolster the representation of women in the computing program here at the university. Additionally, it aims to cultivate a higher number of women graduated equipped with adept problem-solving abilities in computational domains. This picture were taken from the Mina Collective webpage. These slides were just to warm up the conversation, and I would like to first maybe listen to Juliana. We would like to hear about their background and also about the Mina Collective. Okay. To you, Juliana, please.
Thank you, Diego. And good morning from Brazil to everyone around the globe. I am Juliana Berbert, here from UF-ABC. It's a federal university of ABC. And ABC stands for 3 cities in the metropolitan region of São Paulo, for those who don't know about the university. And we have a different structure for universities. We are interdisciplinary, so students here, they mix different science fields in the beginning of their formation, in the beginning of their undergraduation. And I am a theoretical physicist, and I work with math, physics, biology, computing. And I start to see that there is a gap between the number of female and male research in these fields. And since 2018, I'm engaging in organizing events and workshops and courses to diminish this gap. And in 2021, we started the collective Mina. Mina stands for Mirta Lina, who was a professor here in UF-ABC. And she was engaging in this process of incentivate more women in computing science. And she was a Black female researcher from Cuba. And she passed away in the end of 2019. And we, the other professors and her students, were very upset. And we decided to bring her memory and to honor her memory, to continue this project to incentivize more women in science, especially STEM field. So we created the collective MINA, Women in Tech. So next, please. Yeah. Yes, this. So as Diego said, STEM stands for Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. And as you can see in conferences or in graduate courses, we see that the women are less than 30%. So this is according reports from UNESCO, and we can see this in our university. So we see that there is the need to make this more equally. So next one, please. So we see that when we increase interdisciplinarity as our university approach the science, and with diversity, we promote the construction of knowledge in an initiative and sensitive way. We believe that different points of view are necessary to make innovative responses and resolutions for many problems. So we see that the female participation is essential for the development of these sustainable solutions that benefits all humanities. And this is on all fields of science and STEM, and even in biology fields, medical fields. So we see that there is the contribution from the diversity, from female, male, and other races and and everybody. So we see these contributions, we make science better, we improve science. So in our collective, we believe that we need more women in STEM. So to do so, next please. So in this collective, we have some actions. So our aim is to contribute to increase the number of girls interested in STEM field. We see that this gap, it starts in the end of elementary school. So to increase female representative in the STEM fields, we need to work on the first levels of education. So we believe that our actions could improve the equality, the equity, the same level for male and female in a few years. So we aim to increase the number of girls interested in STEM fields. We disseminate news, opportunities, scholarship awards, challenges for women. We present some female research from the STEM field, and we show that the university is a space for collaborative and to participate entity in this process. So working together with the female students and making a space for them to grow in safety. We also contribute with critical thinking and ethical and scientific issues related to professional and personal development. Okay. So in this collective, we have three approaches, three main projects. One is UFABC for girls. And here, Minas, it's a slang for girls. Mirtica, it's another project, and Educamina, which is in education. So I comment in one of them, the next T, please. So UFABC for Minas is a space when we have a 1 week of workshop, bringing girls from the elementary and high schools here from the regions of our university. So we bring them to the university to show them our labs, to make them do some hands-on experiments with robotics, with computing, with paleontology. We bring all different kinds of science together to show them how they can be interested in these STEM fields. we always have some female support in this workshop, and we have presentations from high research in these fields made by great female research. We receive here at the university about 100 girls a year. So we have this project running since 2021. Our first edition was online because of the COVID pandemics. And in 2022, it was in person here at UFABC. It was pretty cool. And last year, again, it was here at UFABC, and this year we have it again in July, which is the vacation time of these students from their schools, elementary and high schools. So we believe that bringing them here to UFABC before they start to decide which undergrad courses they intend to attend, we show them the several opportunities they could follow. The next project, please, is Mirtika. Mirtika is a name in the memory of Mirtalina, because it was her nickname, Mirtika. And it's a project where we attend a shelter for children here in the city of São Bernardo, in the ABC region. And these children, they have access to a computer, they have access to cell phone, but they don't know how to use them properly to achieve some work after they complete 18 years old, when they have to leave the shelters. So we conduct a project there, and we bring also the kids here to the UFABC to teach them some literacy and digital inclusion. So with some ways to work with cell phone, with computer, and use like Excel, Word platforms, so they can create some documents and have a good job after they leave the shelters, and they have a better opportunity for living. In these shelters, we observe here in the regions that the majority components are made are mainly girls, and we believe that we working with them, we are improving their response in the world and to make more solutions. So we have in-person meetings there at the shelters and here at UFABC, again, and working with our labs and showing them other experiences. In this shelter, we have about 20 children and teenagers. The next project we have is Educamina. It's an education. We work in developing the computational thinking and an introductory course for programming, especially in Python. So our aim is to improve education, focusing on strategies to increase female participation in STEM. So our public here are girls, more than girls, are women, because we are open our courses for the community at UFABC, the female community at UFABC, and also all women around from the external community, from the EBC region. And we have participants from the age of 9 years age to the 60. So we have a large larger faixa of ages, but only for girls, for women. And we introduced the computational program. We use Python. And this work is been doing since 2018 under the organization of Mirtalina And since 2021, I am the coordinator of this project with others former students from UFHC, Camila and Lara. And in the beginning, we were teaching also programming in the Java language. Then we start with Python, and we've been doing this since 2021. Last year, our courses could achieve like 360 students, and half of them from the university, UFABC, and half of them from the community. And we've been seeing, since this project is running since 2018, we start to see our fruits from this project. We see more female engaging on computer science courses, and also in math and physics fields. And we see more former students from this Educamina that wanting to work with us, contributing to teaching the language, the Python language. And this year, we will also include 2 other courses, one in robotics, with the help of Diego, and Flying Labs, and also SQL language, because we see that there is a demanding on this, and girls want to understand a little bit more about this. So these are the 3 projects we have. So please, the next team. So in our collective, we are about 12 professors from UFABC. We have 3 centers. We are all female PhD professors in computer science, physics, chemistry, biology, and other STEM fields. We have undergraduate and graduate students, about 22, and 6 of them have scholarships, and 12 are volunteers. And last year, we attended about 100 female girls at the UFABC, and children from the shelter. The shelter is Pequeno Leão in São Bernardo, and about 360 students from Educamina. And here on the right side, you can see that there are the centers of our university, at CMCC, it's Center for Math, Computer, and Cognition, and SACIS, which is Center for Engineering, Modeling, and Social Science, NCCNH, which is Center for Natural Science and Humanities. The next one, we show our social media. So we have a lot of pictures from our events at the Instagram, so Collective Mina, so you can check. And we are also part of Meninas Digitais, which is a program from the Brazilian Society of Computing. And I hope you have understand all of this, and I hope to share more ideas to contribute with your projects, and your comments to contribute here with our projects. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Juliana and Diego. Now I would like to open the floor for any questions, any comments, anything that you would like to ask the 2 presenters.
I just would like to add, Amrita, for me, that we are working together. We using a booklet that Colectivo Mina has prepared. And in previous edition of this Python course, we used a book, a commercial book, but in this year we're using for the first time a material prepared for the collective. It's quite good, complete as well. This is our first collaboration. And we would like to as Juliana said, to work together in maybe introducing some robotics in this Python course.
Yes, I forgot to comment about this. We have some material on Python, programming Python. It's an introductory course. And also we have some material for literacy and computing that we organized for the children in the shelter. And it's a pleasure to work together in this partnership to work with Python and robotics.
Okay. I actually had a question. So the materials that you speak of, I know some of the Flying Labs here already speak Spanish, so I'm asking for the ones who speak English. Is the material in English or is it in Spanish?
It's in Portuguese.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Neither is
Right.
Spanish nor English, it's in Portuguese.
Right. Diego mentioned, I'm so sorry. But okay, thank you so much. And for Python, for teaching Python, is there a software that you're using or anything in particular that you're using to teach Python?
You can answer, Juliana, if you want.
Yeah, we use the Colab platform, so anyone can access the Python language, and we teach using our material, which is in Portuguese. But the programming language is universal, so it's more about English. So, and they use the Colab here at our labs, the computing labs here. We have about several labs with many computers, so they access this Colab from Google platform.
Okay.
In our case, Juliana, we are using Replit, this online platform, which we found it more easy to use, and also it's in the booklet you prepared in the first edition, I think. So yeah, you don't need to install anything in the computer. You need just to log in with your Google account, and you are ready to go in this Replit platform. I don't know if anyone in the audience has experience using some online platforms to programming in Python. Thank you, Marcelo. Marcelo just shared in the chat the platform. It's a very nice platform. I'm thinking that it can use not only for Python. I believe that it can be used for other languages as well, but we use it for Python. Marcelo, would you like to share with us a little bit about your experience with this Python course and the projects we have for the next semester?
Sure, Diego.
Thank you.
Yeah, as Diego is saying, and Juliana, right now we're executing the course with a nearby school using University of UFABC as the host. We have another instance of this course that's going to start in July. That's going to be together with two city councils. One is the city of Jundiaí and the other is the city of Cajamar. So they support some vulnerable families. And what we're going to do, what we have done that, in the last 4 years, this is the 5th edition of the course. So they look for the teenagers that most need support from those the city council supports. And then we do like an interview just to make sure we get the ones that have some knowledge at least on what is a computer, how to turn it on, and that's the basics. And then we do a 3-month course in Python. So this year we're going to use the material from Juliana, from Coletivo Mina, for the Python part of the course. We're also adding some additions to it, some additional materials on some topics that we need to cover the drone piloting part. And then we have the last part, which is a real project, where we're going to use the Tello drones. We're going to teach to program those Tello drones using Python language. Yeah, that's it. So we've been doing this for 4 years so far. It's been great. We have a great support from the city councils. It's very well received, this program, in the community. And we also promote those ones that get, the best scores in the course. We promote their, real job opportunities in the market, being in the companies that we work for, in the university, or some other companies. But we try to help those students to get a job, a real job. So in the last 4 years, we were able to give a job for 4 teenagers in some companies, real companies. So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's nice indeed. We have a message here. Yeah, that I heard that, Virgin, that Tello drones will be discontinued. Maybe this is why we had problems to find Tellos, Marcelo, because it's difficult to find it here in Brazil.
It's been difficult to find. We were able to find. They are still available here in Brazil, but not easy to find.
Yeah. Amrita, could you please share with us a little bit more about the course? And we're talking yesterday about STEM using drones, please.
Yes. So the course, Diego, it has been around for a few years now, and it gives an introduction into how to use Tello drones in a classroom setting. And this is something that we've implemented with teams from Kenya, Zimbabwe. We also have Tanzania here, I believe. So the course is fairly simple, easy to follow, and it's self-paced. So you can work with that. But I just wanted to go back to Virginie's question. And since so many of the flying labs here, they have years of experience with the Tello, the discontinued news was a bit disheartening. But I just wanted to know if anyone has been able to, there's several solutions out there, several alternative solutions out there for the Tello, but I just wanted to ask the flying labs if any of them have used something that is up to par with what they want to achieve. Okay. So Virginie is saying, if you find an alternative, do let us know. Okay, but this is a question to all the participants, actually. Is there anything that you've used that comes close to how good the Tello drones have been so far? Again, a question for everybody, so anybody can chime in. Because we've been looking at some of the light B options, and there's a few drone options coming out from the US. So yeah, the search is there. But Dania, we have Leka, we have Mary Jane from Kenya Flying Labs, Nathaniel from Zimbabwe Flying Labs. Anybody who has tried anything that you would want to talk about?
Hello.
Yes, Dania. You're on mute. On mute again.
Hola, do you hear me?
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay, great. First of all, congratulations, Marcelo, Diego, and Juliana. It was very interesting what you present and share with us. Answering your question, Amrita, I remember there was another kit, more or less like the.
Danny, you're on mute again.
You hear me? The
Yes.
Mambo or something like that. That was we didn't use it, but we remember that when we were going to select between telos, we also considered a mambo, but I don't know if it continues in the market. Mambo or something like that. It was very similar to the kit, very, very similar in size and specs.
Okay. So we have one. Leka, I noticed that you unmute yourself. Did you want to say something?
Not really, Amrita. I have not come across these types of indoor teaching drones that are as good as the Telos. I haven't come across such drones yet.
Okay, no worries. And a quick question to you, Leka. Have you come across telos in your country after the news of discontinuance?
I'll be very honest, I was not aware that they were discontinued. I'm gonna go hide my Telos now.
Okay. Right, so we have, yes.
I might
Sorry for
have
putting
5
you.
which are available.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a feeling the price is going to go up, but I haven't seen it happen on my side yet. But yes, I'm expecting the price to go up. I just wanted to put Mary Jane on the spot because she's here with us. Just a little info, Diego. She's somebody from Kenya Flying Labs, and the Kenya Flying Labs is also one of the flying labs which has been actively using the Tello drone. So, Mary Jane, yes.
Yes, Amrita, thank you for putting me on the spot. Yes, we've been actively using the Telos, but as written in the chat, we've also tried dabbling with Mavic Mini. It's pretty decent indoors. However, it's not compatible with drone blocks. If you're looking to do like a short coding curriculum or lesson on that particular day. Hello,
Okay.
can you hear
Yes,
me?
thank you. Yes, we can. Thank you for that. So Mavic Mini is popping up as well. I see somebody from Zimbabwe Flying Labs. Daniel, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
we
yes,
can
we
hear
can.
Okay.
Same question for you.
Yeah, we haven't found any alternatives for the Tello yet. So far, we're still using the Tellos that we have, but we are looking for alternatives since I know our batteries for the Tellos, they seem to be running out of cycles, so we are looking for alternatives.
Okay, thank you. Good point.
I was just checking the price of the drones you just mentioned. They are more than twice the Telos price.
Yes, and those are the slightly bigger ones. So when we use the telos, we use it usually for kids between youth between the age of say 8 to 15, and even 15 would be a bit much, but yeah, 15. And then for the older youth, we've been using like the Mavics and the Phantoms.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. Any other question from anybody else in regards to an alternative or anything related to the presentation as well? I guess not. Okay, so
Amrita, I would like to ask you, what about the
Yes.
possibility of building this do-it-yourself drones we can find in eBay or other online stores? These kits,
yes.
that small
Yes.
drones, some of them are for competitions. I believe that they don't have this possibility to programming with Python, but they can use to teach how to fly drones.
Yes, thank you for bringing that up actually. So we've been oh yeah, so okay, I'll go later. I see Mitzi, you've raised your hand.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, just wanted to share a little bit because first of all, I'm very glad that I'm hearing about this project in Brazil, and congratulations to the team there. I think we are connected on the inspirational side, mainly because part of our experience in Panama has been also with that TELO program during pandemia. And I heard that you started your projects on 2019. So to me, this is a sign that we definitely need to work more closely to support each other and try to, scale what we do in the region, because we know Latam, Brazil is part of it. Really need more opportunities for youngsters to have access to these STEM programs. And well, I wanted to also comment that I really like the way that you have structured the program. Don't remember exactly which of the three, but you have one that is directly connected to shelters. And my question would be, just curious, because we have some similar scenarios in Panama. I'm from Panama, and we haven't really pushed to connect with shelters or with places in which kids needs to stay for a while and then leave. But I would like to hear a little bit more how you connected with them and how is funded. If you work for, if you found some government program or how you keep that ongoing, because it's very interesting, at least for us to see how would that work. Thank you.
Okay. This project is, we have no funding. We do this in a voluntarily way. We have two students with scholarship that work with us, but our team in this project is about 6 or 7 between professors and students. And before we start to going to the shelter, we have a social course before. So we learn how to connect with these children and how to interact with them properly, because they miss so much human contact. And when we go there without any skills, we can feel sad about it. It's sad. So you have to learn more how to talk with them and how to interact, to make a connection, but being conscious that there is a difference between them and our work. When we learn this, like it's 3 months of courses, like 2 hours a week before our group goes to the shelter, and there we can chat with the kids and start working, and we bring them some material, like a simple material like a vent open, so, or like a hair dryer open, so they can see and put their hands on. And these connections make them interested in learning what is behind, what's the science behind, what's the technology behind them. So with this, they become more curious about, and we create this connection, and we can involve them in the activity. We see that the older children, they are more engaged than the youngers, as we should expect it. Like between 12 and 17 years old is the best age to work with them. And there is no obligation. So we make them free to come and go. And we see that about 80% of the children decide to attend our courses, our workshops there. Okay.
Thank you, Juliana. Yeah, I imagine that's a work in progress, because it's not easy, right? So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you for your question, Mitzi. Going back to something that Diego mentioned, there are, sorry, yeah, that was, thank you for your response, Juliana. That was quite, yeah, sad and heart-touching at the same time to hear about the work that you're doing and the impact that it has. So going back to the drones, there are a few options out there. We've actually spoken to, well, I haven't, Renee, who was with us here a few minutes ago, she has. And there are a few drones which are being used for other things and not particularly like the tele drones. I believe Zimbabwe Flying Labs had a session on drone soccer. This is something that they're exploring as well. So we've found a few options. I can share this with you later, Diego, but just wanted to let you know in case you wanted to know a little bit more about it.
Yes, please.
There are flying labs out there who are exploring these spaces. So yes, I can share that with you. But yes, please do reach out to the team at Zimbabwe Flying Labs. They're looking into this as well.
Yeah, we would I would like to contribute to this because this is part of our research as well here in the university. So I think we can contribute a little bit and maybe assembling a small drone for teaching. Yep.
Okay. Yes. Right. So we're towards the end of our session. We'll take one last question if anybody has any. Is there anything that you would like to ask Diego or Juliana? Yeah, this is a good time. Going once, going twice. Okay, I guess we can wrap it up. Thank you so much, Diego. Thank you so much, Juliana, for your presentation. And thank you so much for speaking on such a important topic. As you can see, many flying labs joined in, and many of them are passionate about STEM education as well. They're doing the same thing in their very own unique ways in their communities. So I think this was a great opportunity to learn from your side of the world as well. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you, Amber, as well for the opportunity. Thank you, Juliana, as well.
Thank you. It was a pleasure to integrate this team, and it's nice to share these ideas and these actions. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Bye-bye.